Hello there, everyone. It's the happy hour. You saw the pig intro, you fucking know. I'm Kevin Logan. Hello there. And joining me as ever, it's Dr. Christie Winters. And you've got a massive announcement to make, haven't you?
Do I?
Yeah, you finally decided which terrorist group you're going to join, right? And you're going to make that announcement live on stream right now.
I missed that memo. Were you sure that was?
No. Sorry, just in case the police are listening. No, that's all right. Inshallah.
Yeah, this is why I can't go back to the U.S. while Trump is president.
Well, yeah.
No, I already decided if I go back, I'm not taking any electronic devices with me because then they can't do shit. But the other thing I did this week was fill out the application form for my German citizenship because I feel safer away from the fascists in Germany.
Oh, you did. Oh, you just did some little treason against your home nation. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, good.
I don't think it's treason. I think it's political sensibility.
It's a bit treason.
Yeah, if they brought me back, they'd stick me in a nice prison if they could.
True, but you'd be the fittest motherfucker in there, so. Look, there's something to be said for having nicest tits in the jail.
Yeah, that's true. It might get me like the top bunk.
Exactly. And I've always thought,
let everybody play with them, which would be a bit awkward.
I mean, this wouldn't really work for you, I don't think. But I've never seen a Chicano's dick.
I was just thinking about little Dickie offering to blowjobs to everybody. He'd have a sign-up sheet. You could just pencil yourself in for a blowjob to make sure he doesn't get beat up in prison.
Yeah, well, exactly. I'd rather suck a dick than have my head caved in. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Look. If you're not into it, it's obviously not nice either way, but
yeah,
give head and live, or don't and have your corpse bombed.
Yeah, which is worse.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably worse, all in all.
Yeah.
And then you could say,
Then
I could say I have seen a Chicano's dick.
Then you can, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we should tell everyone to go watch the little Dickie clip that we're referencing here, because otherwise
it doesn't make any fucking sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Well, talking of, let's say, novelty rap, I guess you could say.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I've got a special one for you, Christie. I've purposely not watched this.
Okay, so you can live react with me?
Yes.
All right.
But it's not the horrible thing you're expecting. It's Pete and Baz, motherfucker. They dropped a new tune.
Oh, nice.
Old white people from England rapping sounds bad, but seriously, it's fucking amazing.
Is this novelty or is this fire?
Oh no, it's fire, but it's like, come on, it's still like, it's mostly we're watching this because it's two very old white men.
Yes.
Like, if this was just a regular drill act, I don't think I'd put it on the show. It wouldn't really be relevant or whatever. Yeah.
The fact that they're like in their 70s or something is definitely gives it a new kind of polish.
True.
All right, instead of EastEnders, it's Southenders?
Yes, it's called South EastEnders.
Oh, okay.
Got it long time ago, the soul is gone up.
Don't know who the fuck this guy is, man. Already the fucking beat's good. Already that sample is
so much
amazing.
better than Flogina.
Yeah, because I mean, presumably the people who do the beats and stuff are actually talented musicians.
Yeah.
Rather than just the
Exactly.
fucking weird freaks that he has on board, you know?
Yeah.
Top Jagger, Mick Jagger.
4 words. 4 words in and it's good. Oh!
And he knows that they know how to rhyme.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay, we'll start again. Sorry, I'm going to try not to pause too much.
Oh, I'm fine.
Top Jagger, Mick Jagger. Birds drawn on me rock star swagger. Birds begging me to clap their cheeks, but I'ma walk on by cause I'm way too dapper. I walk firm like a big brick shit ass. Your man shit bricks when I whip that stick ass. It's the sunset and they cut that shit ass. I rub a dig a hole in the ground, you can feel that. Picking up a
Got the best violent bars.
They do. They're going to beat the shit out of you, these old guys. Have you noticed that they haven't said the same line 4 times in a row?
They haven't just said it cocaine in the White House repeatedly, no. But I want
Yeah, they've had more. They've had more words in the first like a couple bars of their song than Flogina has like in an entire verse.
True. So hang on.
I
walk firm like a big brick shit house.
a big brick shit ass. Your man shit bricks when I whip that stick.
Your man shits bricks when I whip that stick out. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's the sunset and they cut that shit out. Or I'ma dig a hole in the ground, you can feel that. Picking up a fella you don't want to smoke. A windmill, double fist, and I drop you both. A black belt, I can scrap cause I know I'm a judo. I make a man feel like he dropped the soap. The magazine stuff.
That bar was diabolical.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. Oh, and I've just read the next one.
Magazine stuff like a lad in a gay bar.
I mean, there's a theme. You've got to say they are rather they're bouncing off one another, ironically, on this.
Yes.
Like a lad in a gay bar, popped a few shots while I'm grabbing a paper. I make bread, I'm an hell of a baker. My boots handmade with the skin of a gator. Pulling up in a black Ranger Raptor, bold on the noggin, I slap 50 factor. Any sales back go through P, you think you're the plug, I'm the fucking adapter.
I was too busy laughing at the 50 factor bar. I missed the rest.
Oh, okay, we're going back then. Okay. 1 second. I mean, let's not ignore. I make lots of bread. I'm a hell of a baker.
Yeah, that's great.
Is
that's a great bar.
Fucking.
That's a great bar.
Also, love the fact that they've got a silent hype man with them as well.
Yes, he's got the music going and just hyping him up.
Yeah, just random old black guy. Yeah, fair enough. You know.
Navigator. Pulling up in a black Ranger Raptor, bold on the noggin, I slap 50 factor. Any sales better go through P, you think you're the plug, I'm the fucking adapter.
Think you're the plug of the fucking adapter. Oh, they're honestly, they're fucking brilliant. I love them.
Full of beans and a mind full of darkness. Swing from a fist there, cold like a carcass. I'm mad for blood like a shark is heartless. I'm a gangster, not an artist. Selling bootleg gear on the market. Any old fart pass by, that's a target. Market, bargain a price at the bastard. If it don't buy, then I might get closeted. I'm an handful. I'm a problem. I've been mixing my gym with a proxy. Living love by the book's not an option when you're running around with a net full of toxins. Grip the metal like a man in a workshop. I squeeze, let it beat like I'm having a job. I'm making that swivel when I'm whipping me tits out. The fellas know it's scrapping when I'm ripping me shirt off. Back suspenders, Southeast senders. Had his old block knocked off like Jengas.
Had his whole block knocked off like Jengas.
Oh,
damn.
That's so good. We're going back for that one. Hang on.
See, they got punchlines, they've got concepts and themes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so refreshing after the shite we've been watching.
Exactly. I usually enjoy torturing you, but you know what? Occasionally I give with the other hand as well.
Yeah, just because then it's worse when we go back.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Spenders, Southeast senders. Had his old block knocked off like Jengas. Whole team built up for thugs and offenders. Came from the bottom, now the gang's big spenders. Kicking the door down and knocking his teeth out. I serve up a whooping when I'm bringing the beef out. I'm foul when I slide on him, taking his knees out. I make him bow down to the king of the deep south. King of the manor, I'm a prickly bastard. Step into the pub and I get quickly blasted.
Fuck off!
Yes. Yes. Quickly plaster.
Quickly plaster. Sorry. That's the greatest shit bar or the shittest great bar ever. That's amazing. Hang on. Oh, fuck me. So,
King of the manor, I'm a prickly bastard. Step into the pub and I get quickly blasted.
Quickly plastered.
Like just the flow and the syllables and the way that they're able, like the way that he played with the number of syllables in the word in order to make it match the previous bar. Like, Vagina wishes he could write.
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
Absolutely. But who the fuck even describes themselves as a prickly bastard? What the fuck? This is such old man bars.
No, you're right. Think about it. Because he goes, prickly bastard, quickly plastered. That's like in a complex rhyme scheme. He's doing the same. That's like, wait, let me just count it. Quickly, prickly bastard, quickly plastered. That's five syllables they ride on two different lines.
Yeah, exactly, because he could just say quickly and prickly.
Yeah.
But he's extended both of them for no real reason other than just to make it sound mental, I guess.
And it sounds cooler that way.
Yeah, it does.
It also goes with the flow. It's punchier.
Quickly plaster.
And then I'm prickly bastard. So this multi-syllabic rhyming is so high. Like, that is a sign of a real rap artist.
Yeah.
Seriously.
This is poetry, yeah. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like Shakespeare would be writing this shit if he was alive now. But he's not. He's dead. Fucking loser. Can we get some absolute owls in chat for Shakespeare the prick?
He's like, iambic pentameter is the shit, man.
Yeah. Oh, check out my Macbeth tape. It's fire!
In his mouth cause I'm sick of the verbal. Make the man jig when the finger me blasted.
Finger me blasted.
Yeah, they're just sitting in the pub watching the horse races.
Yeah, and that's it.
Brilliant.
I'm a prickly bastard when I go into the pub and I get quickly plastered.
Yeah.
Genius. Fucking 100%. Genius. 10 out of 10.
So good.
10 out of 10, lads.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Easily.
0 notes.
What a refreshing change.
True. I mean, we can watch some absolute dog shit as well if you want.
No. I just want to savor the moment.
No, I enjoy because you won't be getting much of that.
No.
Okay.
Sadly.
That's the occasional. That's the occasional. You know.
They don't just crank it out.
I put my back
2
into
months.
it tonight. You know.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Sibwolf, for resubscribing.
Hey,
it's the happy hour. Kev's pay pigs. Well, thank you. I appreciate
oink,
that.
Oink beep beep. Toot toot. Oink oink. Oink oink beep beep. Yeah, that's how it goes.
Quickly. Yeah. Thank you, Katie Marshall, for being a member for 12 months on the YouTubes. Have I been monetized for 12 months on YouTube? I didn't even realise.
Have you? Do you make money from YouTube now?
Yeah.
Oh, congrats.
Well, thank you. It's been over a year. Yeah.
I always forget the YouTubes because we kind of tend to, I guess, I always think of the Twitch.
True.
Because of the hype trains, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we're on 2 different platforms. How technologically advanced is that?
Oh, indeed. What's this? Thanks, Kev. Very taco? What?
Taco? That's a Trump taco, right?
Trump. Oh, no. Wow, apparently it's my one. Okay.
No.
Apparently I do tacos. No, I'm not fucking logging in. Piss off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise that the most Minnesota-ass name for a taco place. Would you eat at Tacos Al Kevin?
No.
Do you think white people own this place?
It might be a white guy.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
It might be a white guy.
Yeah.
Oh, this is some good dated stuff. Oh, let's get back in the basement of all the links I've sent you. This is great.
Yes. What else do we have? I don't even know what the fuck. I don't know why I have to say for everyone I don't know what this is. Because I've watched, I think, 2 of the links you've sent me. So, like, you know.
Yeah, I always say not suitable for the show or turned down. Oh, God, yeah.
What is this? Is this a bad one?
No, it's fine. No, if I would put it in the message if it was not suitable for our show.
Here's a bit of homework. Go home and write a sentence with the word contagious in it and bring it back. Sean comes back the following day and says, my brother has chickenpox, which is really contagious. Sarah says the flu must be very contagious because we all have it at home. The teacher praises the kids and tells them that they probably should have come in because it's quite bad for health and safety. It's Paddy's turn, so he stands up and says proudly, yesterday a man was painting our house, but he was using a really small brush, and my dad said, it's going to take that contagious.
For fuck's sake. Nice.
I thought you'd like that one.
That's appalling. That's up there with quickly plastered.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. This one, it looks German. That's definitely German. There's something German going on here. I can sense it. I can smell the fucking Teutonic.
You can smell the beer and the sausage and the bread.
The currywurst.
To the place that I belong, North Rhine-Westfalen, Klotwig-Platz, KVB, take me home.
Oh, it's the. Oh, sorry. I thought it was the person filming that was singing.
No,
I didn't
realize.
realise.
The road.
It's like a guy. Is he busking at like fucking 2 in the morning? What?
Drunk off his ass, yeah.
Amazing.
That's
Why is he doing
right?
it in English?
Because the song's in English.
Right, but presumably he knows the words in German.
Yeah, but they don't get the syllables the right way.
Like quickly plastered.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I am a prickly bastard, though, to be fair.
That one, I like that one a lot. So anyway, that's Cologne, by the way, I should say. And he's,
Well,
I don't live
there,
near
Christie.
Ludwigplatz, but yeah, he's talking about a Cologne public transport that come and take him home back to his place. Oh, this is really cool.
Christie, pronounce the word properly then.
What?
Cologne!
What?
That's how you pronounce the city. Cologne!
Köln.
Cologne! You have to say it like you're straining a shit out. Don't do it if you've just had coffee, because honestly, you'll be like a fucking hose pipe.
Explodes everywhere.
When you play Vivaldi's Summer in Paris.
True, but this is essentially classical musician cock measuring.
No, they're doing it together. It's a duet. It's not about who's better. It's about the joy that they and the magic that they can create together.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like
it is.
sex, but with music.
Yeah, and I have to prove to her that I'm best at it. What's the point? If you don't win, what's the point? But doing it in a public place like this is just a little bit obnoxious.
I would love it if I were there. I would be thrilled to death if I sat there and there was a
That's
spontaneous
fine.
conference.
Don't get me wrong.
Or
Don't get me wrong,
concert.
Christie. Do not get me wrong. It's a very enjoyable and amazing thing, but I don't know that everyone would enjoy it. It's like in theory, if you play your music loud on the bus, like everyone might love it, but you can't assume that. So you put fucking earphones in and keep it to your bastard self.
They put a piano. They put a piano in the restaurant, so you kind of know what you're getting when you walk in and someone sits down at it. So.
Yeah, but the violin sounds shit. I'm sorry, I'm just going to put it out there now. The violin is a shit instrument. If you play it, you're bad, and you should feel bad.
You're jealous.
I'm not even jealous. Sure, I'm not even,
a little bit jealous.
I'm not even jello. So you've let yourself down there.
Lord Fritas donated $3. Hey Christie, if music isn't competitive, how do you explain orchestras have a first violin? Checkmate 18. Des Funken
Oh, that's a bass drop! Honestly, one of the sickest tunes of 1794. Honestly, amazing.
You like the Four Seasons. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like pop baroque for me, but it is quite enjoyable. I'm more of a Bach person myself.
No, that's fair enough. No, you're a hipster. No, I get it.
Yeah. I'm a total hipster when it comes to my baroque music.
That's fine. Well, look, Christie, baroque out with your cock out. All right. Doesn't matter what you're listening to, as long as you're having fun.
Yeah, if it ain't baroque, don't fix it.
Exactly.
You just sat there with his violin and, like, just get out and spontaneously jam. That's cool.
That was cool.
People are very talented.
They are, and I'm not even jealous, so shut up.
Not even a little bit, no.
Not even slightly. Don't even care. What is this? This is fire?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enough. Because men are not only a threat in women's restrooms, men are also a threat in restaurants, in schools, at work, definitely in churches, as police, as domestic partners, in the White House, and here in this Capitol. So men shouldn't be allowed in any of those spaces, in my opinion. In fact, everywhere men go, they could possibly assault or harass an unsuspecting woman. So I think the best solution is to just sequester men entirely, and only then will women and children truly be protected.
True.
I mean, that's their logic, right? Yeah. Why are bathrooms special? If cis men are inherently and naturally predators, which I don't think, but they apparently do, and therefore you can't have trans women in women's bathrooms because of cis men, then why just limit it to bathrooms?
Well, exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is why it's a fire point.
Most assaults don't take place in bathrooms.
No.
That's a very niche location, really.
No, so, yeah. Most assaults against women happen in the home.
Yep. So men shouldn't be allowed to have homes.
Yeah.
Just homeless men everywhere. Mm-hmm. That probably makes the situation worse.
They don't care about violence against women. They just want to harass trans women. That's what it comes down to.
Well, there's been a very specific sort of example of that, I think, here in the UK. There's been, you remember the race riots that happened just after the election last year and all of that, based around, a black guy did a bad thing and killed these 3 kids, and there was riots because he's a brown guy,
Yeah.
People broke into Greggs in order to protect women and girls, apparently.
Right, brilliant.
As you do. Anyway, and so the police now, because there was this big deal about like revealing information about the person and so on, that they now just straight away, every time anything like this happens now, they just go, here's the details. It's a white guy, 25 years old. It's a black guy, 30, whatever, right? They just reveal whatever it is to get it out there. And it's sort of revealing the reaction that people have had to that, because essentially what they're saying, and we know why they're doing this, right? They're doing it because if you don't, then Nigel Farage and his ilk of scum are just going to be out there going, oh, it's a Muslim. It's definitely a Muslim. Attack the mosques, attack the hotels with the migrants in them, etc., etc., right? So that's why they're doing it. So essentially they're tacitly saying, these people who wanted the police to go about doing this, we don't care if it's white men doing it.
Yeah, basically.
Every time this happens and the police reveal it's a white guy,
nothing happens.
Yeah, all of a sudden the protectors of women and girls are nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
So they're basically just saying, no, it's fine. White men can just go about and rape and murder women and girls and children and as much as they like. Just as long as it's not those brown
it's like,
people
you know,
doing
you can't rape our women. Only we can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's so obvious. It's so clear to anyone with even the least focus on this, the least understanding of it, that this is what they're saying. White men can just do whatever the fuck they like.
Yep.
Which is not that surprising, I guess, given that we have, you know, members of the royal family who are, you know, pederasts.
Yep. And walking around free, enjoying his life.
The president of America is a pederast. Like, this is just a thing that is accepted. If you're a white dude, you get to just be the most depraved scum in the world.
Well, especially on the conservative side. I mean, sexual assault, domestic violence, none of these are harder. Like, none of these are a hard pass for other men on the right. You know, like Andrew Tate is basically a human trafficker, and yet that's not a deal breaker for everybody on the right. So violence against women is actually necessary in patriarchy in order to suppress women. And of course, there's violence against men and many different types of men. But yeah, I mean, the whole point of it is, normalizing violence is the goal.
Well, indeed so. Yeah. Where was? Oh, sorry, noises happened. Apologies, Christie. Lord Frieders, apparently the music drowned out a noise alert. They said, "Hey, Christie, if music isn't competitive, why do orchestras have first violins? Checkmate, atheists."
That's the piece. It is a collaborative effort, even if some people get to sit and be the first chair. I actually don't even know what first chair, second chair, like, I don't know what that is, because presumably who gets to sit closer to the audience so they can hear you a bit more? Is that the point? I don't really know.
I think the big question is, though, Christie, who gets to sit in the cuck chair?
Right, and if only the cuck chair account hadn't been the hotel cuck chair account hadn't been shut down.
Look, well, indeed.
Kink shaming, kink oppression.
Who gets to watch the orchestra from the cupboard? the violently shaking cupboard. We won't go into it. And thank you, Morrow, who says, "Hello, Kevin and Christie. How's the football? Is there football taking place?"
You're not watching football right now?
There's not. There's a game on later. But
okay.
That's like it.
It's preseason now. The Packers just got their asses whipped by the Jets. So apparently our backup quarterback doesn't understand the idea of throwing the ball before he gets sacked.
Well, true, but it's only pre-season, isn't it? So.
Yeah, that's what you do in the preseason, you know.
Also, can I just, as we're on American sport, I think you owe me and the entire state of Wisconsin an apology.
Because the Brewers are doing so well.
You poo-pooed the concept.
I do, because normally they're shite.
They're normally shite. They weren't expected to be that good, and now they've got quite significantly the best record in baseball.
Yeah, no, I have bad pick on my part.
Don't know who fucking saw that coming. Not me, to be honest. But there you go.
Yeah, they had a little tear on their road trip. It felt like something out of Bull Durham. Have you seen Bull Durham?
I don't think I have, no.
Oh, we have to watch that together then.
Yesterday I watched the King's Speech. It was alright.
That's not about baseball, though.
It's not about baseball. It's just a film I watched yesterday. I thought I'd give you my appraisal of, which is, it was alright. I don't know why it won Oscars. It wasn't that good.
Oh, it's a white guy overcoming an obstacle. They tend to like that kind of shit.
True. And it was about war and that. They like a bit of bollocks, don't they?
Yeah.
And he had fucking Winston Churchill in it. So, Oscar bait.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Anyway. Anyway, yes, sorry, right, where are we? Okay, so after this, someone has sent me a video entitled, and I think this might be quite good. Apparently it's about a similar type thing. Victorian ladies don't poop.
What? A similar thing to what exactly? The King's Speech?
No.
Or the video we're watching
not the King's Speech, no. That would be a zero stars.
Be similar to anything that we've talked about so far.
Well, no, apparently it's about women in Victorian England being potentially assaulted or whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was about like femininity, weird obsessions, like women don't poop or fart or sweat or stuff like that.
True.
Or ladies don't.
Alternatively, I think another potential route to take with this issue is to treat it exactly the way we treat school shootings. Do nothing except pray about it. In all seriousness, the only thing trans people threaten is Senator Middleton's fragile masculinity, and I wonder if this hearing makes you feel like a big, strong man. To every trans and non-binary Texan listening to this, you are not the problem. You belong here in our workplaces, in our classrooms, in our...
All right, thank you for your testimony.
You're welcome.
This is to give your opinion about a bill, but not to attack the members, so...
Yeah, but what about the members in absolute bellend?
Yeah, and what about the member attacking the trans community? I mean, are we just going to, like, say that one is allowed but the other isn't?
Very good point. Yes. So on a very similar note, ladies don't poop. It's a fact. Yeah, Jay Draper, I think we've shown something of hers in the past. She's a British tour guide type person, I think. Historical...
Oh, okay, we watched the Jack the Ripper Museum.
No, that was...
Oh, okay.
No, I think that was somebody else. No.
That was another tour guide.
Yeah.
Oh, she's the one... no, we did watch her before. She did something that I can't remember what it is, but she's, like, very petite and, like, redhead?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember her vaguely.
Yeah.
It is 1885. You've been shopping in town all day, and there is nowhere to have a wee. Compared to other cities, London was really slow to build public loos. Usually you had to go into a pub or a cafe or a hotel and buy something in order to use their loos. And so a lot of people simply improvised outside instead. To this day, London is covered with old signs saying, "Commit no nuisance." They're not talking about listening to TikToks with no headphones.
Yeah, no, please do not shit on my pavement.
Phones on. This actually goes for women as well as men. You probably wouldn't be wearing any knickers until the end of the century, so if you were desperate, you could just hike your skirts up. But a bloke can have a wee outside and keep his place in society, whereas a lady who's caught doing that has forfeited her right to be called respectable. London used to have public toilets. In the 15th century, Lord Mayor of London, Dick Whittington, yes, the guy from the Pantos, I'm thrilled to tell you that he's real, left money in his will to build a massive 128-seater toilet over the...
Oh, that's an epic toilet. Which is not a sentence I expected to say tonight.
Over what, though? Hopefully not the
big hole in the
Thames.
ground, I imagine.
Hopefully not over the Thames.
Because this would have been before Bazalgette and the old fucking the sewers and that, so it's just a big trench full of shit and piss.
Please don't say the Thames.
Of course it's going to the Thames. Everything goes to the Thames. Where else is it going to go?
Humans are disgusting.
The natural water table of London drains into the Thames.
And where do you get your drinking water from?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And specifically, God, when they built there's a genuinely horrific story of a sinking of a ship called the Queen Mary, I think it's called. Anyway, during the late 19th century, and it sinks right in the Thames, one of the bends, because it gets cut in half by this much bigger ship and stuff, and it's a passenger cruiser, and hundreds of people die in the Thames, mostly not because of drowning, but because of ingestion of shit. Because it happened to be where the outlet pipe for the original Bazalgette sewers, like the improved sewers from the early 19th century, goes out into the Thames, which was built specifically outside of what was then London, but London had expanded massively beyond that, but you got to bear in mind, it wasn't just pee and poop. It was all of the chemicals from the tanneries and the linen yards, and all the horse slaughter yards and stuff.
And would they wonder why, like, life expectancy was 32 or something?
Well, to be fair, they didn't know what the fuck germs were.
Yeah, but like, still, you'd think you shouldn't shit where you eat. I mean, you wouldn't do that in your house, so why would you do that in your water supply?
Cats have worked that out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, and they eat rats and mice and stuff, and they still know don't poop and then lie on the poop. Bad. But anyway, so yeah, and that's where they get the fucking drinking water from the poo and dead horse carcass.
Yeah, water source.
Yeah. Yummy! The Prince Alice, that was the one. Yes, 700 people died. Literally true. Anyway.
The Thames. And then in 1851, there was a huge expo in London called the Great Exhibition, which I've talked about in a video before. The people who ran the exhibition knew there'd be people coming from all over the world, and it was going to be so embarrassing if they all have to pee in the street. We can't let the French know how we live. One letter to the Times said, London is the worst provided city in Europe with such temporary conveniences. If something is not done at once, before the crowds of foreign visitors arrive, scenes of a gross character will be incessantly occurring. Our wives and daughters will be unable to venture out of doors, and the police will be fully occupied with the most absurd, though disgusting office of keeping foreigners in order, while the doors, porticos and railings of our squares and public buildings will become receptacles of impurity.
You pause it. Well, it's just the foreigners who piss on the walls. I don't think so.
No, an Englishman would never do this. What are you talking about? An Englishman stoically just holds it in.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that they're fine with, you know, good British cunt piss, but you get that foreigner piss in. No, we need to sort this out. We can't have foreigners pissing on our walls. Only salt of the earth British cunts can do that.
Exactly. French piss.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll be surrendering before you know it. Although, to be fair, back during this time, the French were still known as quite militarily strong. Napoleon was still living memory, so, you know. Anyway, albeit just about living memory, but you get the idea. What was I going to say? Yeah, thank you, Elliot, with Biddy Bits. Much love. I'll take a look at that off stream. What was someone said something about a history fucking TikTok person. I don't really watch TikTok, but if you link me a person, I'll take a look at their shit, you know.
Or their piss, in this case.
Well, quite literally. Oh, the nice one from Phil Decker. Wee. As in, like...
Very good. Yeah, nice double entendre.
That is. Well, that's also a French thing.
Yes, it is.
It's got a bit cheesy. That's all I'm going to say. It's a bit,
like brie?
Bit brie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm a prickly bastard, Christie.
I doubt this. I have resided too many years in various parts of the continent to believe otherwise. So, a guy called George Jennings was given the job of building loos for the exhibition. Now, he didn't do this out of the goodness of his heart. It was a money-making scheme. He was trying to turn a profit. The urinals were free, because the goal is to stop people peeing in the street, but the stalls cost a penny.
Oh, great. So women had to pay and men didn't. Surprise, surprise.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, to be really sticky in people's minds, in the same way that Freddo bars being 10p is really sticky, public loos were a penny.
Yeah,
for
you were
decades
complaining
after
about that.
I saw that in the shop it was £1, and I was just honestly I was disgusted. It changed my world. Actually, it changed my world as much as yesterday I found out. And this, I don't even know if you'll get any of these reference points, but you will or you won't. Do you know the Mikhail Gorbachev Pizza Hut advert?
Oh, vaguely. I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Well, I'd seen this before, and I'd shown it before.
Stop it.
On stream.
Get some help.
And I didn't know that there's like, basically the premise is that there is this family arguing about, like, Gorbachev fucked everything up, and the young guy's like, nah, it's fine, he's wonderful, you know, and the grandma goes, oh, we got Pizza Hut, and everyone loves it, right? The old bloke was one of the main characters from... Do you know the show 'Allo 'Allo?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but it's a cultural staple that lots of people reference.
A slapstick comedy show with very lowbrow humour about the Second World War in France. We don't need to go into it.
Bunch of English people walking around talking with French accents and German accents.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, and he's one of those guys, and I was like, I didn't know that.
Oh, really? One of the actors was.
Yeah, it was one of like the main dudes, like one of the, I think like the main German from the show.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like that advert wasn't even filmed that long after that show ended, and he looked like he must have had a stroke or something because he doesn't look like the same person. But we went onto the IMDb and everything, and it's like it's him.
He gets credited for the Pizza Hut commercial.
Yeah, that's got its own IMDb page. Why not? YouTube series have IMDb pages.
Oh.
You know,
Does a Happy Hour have its own IMDb?
I fucking hope not. I hope no one's wasting their time collating this. God bless them. The campy Nazi. No, not the campy Nazi. No, the main, the head one. I'm forgetting his fucking name, but anyway, the big fat one. There's the big fat one, and then there's the little one who's a bit camp. No, sorry. There's the little one who's his psychic. Then there's the camp one. The joke about which is he's like gay. He's obviously gay, but he pretends not to be gay. That's literally it. That's the entire character. It's very funny.
I was asked by someone, like, what's the difference between a certain gay aesthetic and camp? And I was like, I think camp is what you did when you were gay, but you couldn't come out because it was illegal. Basically, and so they just called it camp. Yeah. And it was considered a comedy style.
Basically, yeah. But it was okay because Gordon Kay, who's the main character in the show and writer of the show, was also a gay man. And the joke is that in the show, all of the women are trying to get off with him.
Yeah, and of course he's not interested.
Well, no, the character is interested, but it's sort of the joke of the thing is that he's a gay man because everyone knows he was a gay man.
Okay.
But like the character isn't gay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I never realized that Spend a Penny came from this.
Apparently so, yeah. I thought it had something to do because there's a new British slang for a woman's bits, which is threepenny bit.
Oh.
So I thought it had something to do with spending a penny, as in like.
Ah, how much you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's just going for a wee, so I mean.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But okay.
Yeah. Anyway, salutes in chat for Rosto, who's the dog of 255. It's a bit anyway. Yes. Much love. And don't forget, you can pay me to wear the bowler hat if you wanted to as well. I've got a bowler hat, Christie. I bet you didn't even know that, did you?
No, because I haven't seen you on camera yet.
Well, I'm on
so
camera
I'll have to
right
see
now.
That next time. I don't. Well, I'm looking at the screen.
I can't help that you're balancing me on your tits right now. Which, along with the terrorism thing from earlier, is what we discussed off stream.
Yes. No, not the terrorism thing.
We did. It's okay. It's okay. Inshallah.
Despite inflation, so much so that my grandma still called going to the loo spending a penny in the 21st century, decades after the massive Victorian pennies themselves had gone out of circulation. Anyway, Jennings loos weren't technically the first loos open to the public in London, even in the 19th century, but they were a big, visible financial success, earning him over £2,000 over the course of the exhibition.
That's a lot.
So he became the go-to loo guy for the rest of his life. He said,
Wow. He was really
I don't want to do this anymore.
Piss. He was taking the piss.
Yeah, well, my dad, emptied out septic tanks. And septic tanks.
Oh, okay.
And took them to the water processing. What is it called? Anyway.
Yeah, the plant or whatever, yeah.
Yes. And, he would tell people there's money in shit and that ain't no bullshit.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
One man's muck is another man's treasure.
Yep.
Thank you to Eddie PDX for 34 months on Twitch. And thank you to Tess, who says, hat please, Mr. Logan. I mean, you could have at least punctuated that at all. There isn't a comma or a full stop.
Was it at least capitalized at the start?
Hat is capitalised. Mr. and Logan are capitalised. So there's correct. Is it syntax or whatever? I don't know. Capitalisation.
Capitalization. Yeah.
But which way round is it? I don't give a fuck. It's that. Anyway, there you go. I've got a hat on. I'll make myself big for Christie. Oh, that's sincerity cam. We don't need that. No.
Well, I mean, I'm on one little screen, so hold on. I'm going to turn myself down so I can go on. I can't watch like everything because I'm just watching the main screen. So, I turned you down if you're talking. I'm not listening to you right now because I don't want to hear I don't want the echo to come up. So, all right, hold on. Don't take your hat off yet. Hold on. Oh, there you are. Oh, look at you. Okay. Okay, now I can't play the thing and hear you at the same time, so I have to turn this off. Okay, all right, we're back. That was very complicated.
Someone clip that, just me waving inanely and Christie just gibbering. I feel like that's the absolute, that's the peak of our fucking
on
content.
the Twitch stream, it's going to just be infinite echoes for all time, so I had to like mute you while I heard it. I
wasn't saying anything. I was completely silent. You needn't have bothered.
I was talking.
Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Said, the civilization of a people can be measured by the perfections of their domestic and sanitary appliances. And I am convinced that the day will come when public lavatories, replete with every convenience, will be constructed below the pavement level not only in large towns, but in every locality where large numbers assemble. And the engineer who has the courage to carry into effect a scheme of this kind in the interests of public health will have established a lasting record of the wisdom of the age.
Aren't you feeling patriotic?
In 1855...
I've never felt more proud. It's honestly, I mean, we were probably only killing like a few 100,000 people in the colonies at the same time. But yeah, we were the civilized ones because we could go for a shit in the middle of Wandsworth.
He built the world's first underground public loo at Bank Junction. And underground Victorian loos are still a massive fixture of Britain's urban landscape today.
True, but most of them are fucking shot. Most of them are shot. Or completely gone. The one I remember, right? It was right by the football ground, St Andrews, where I go, with the Birmingham City play. There was there was the crazy. It wasn't underground actually, but it was the craziest like old school thing I'd ever seen. Right? It looked like it should be in a museum. It was about 20 feet long, but only about 3 feet in depth. So just enough for you to piss and for someone to sort of scooch past you to get out. And when you've got like thousands of people like going back and forth before and after the game, right? Yeah. This thing was just overflowing with piss and men either going. It was always an interesting decision as to whether the guy behind you was going to try and scoot past you arse to arse, or the more dangerous possibility of cock to arse. Because either way, he was going to get horrible whatever the fuck was on the brick wall behind him, because it was like a brick wall with horrible wrought iron railings around the outside, and it was completely dark except for a tiny slit in the roof, which let rain in. It was like it genuinely. It looked like it was built in 1850. It was probably built in like 1905 or something, right? But like, it was just horrible. And then one day we went to the game and the council had just ripped it out. So we just didn't have a toilet.
Oh, that's a better solution.
Yeah, brilliant. So then you just had lots of drunk men pissing in the alleyway. Sometimes, and I imagine it much like a penis being a salmon returning to its spawning grounds. They would specifically piss on the spot where the toilet had used to be.
Where it used to be.
Even though there were more convenient and well-shaded parts of the alleyway further down.
Tradition. Look, British people do not like change.
I have pissed here, my dad pissed here, my granddad pissed here, I will continue to piss here. A man's piss spot is his castle.
Look, I mean, think about the national riots that would happen if they changed the theme tune for Match of the Day.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, there wouldn't be a Greg safe in the entire land. What's that? This is Karl Marx's landlord, Byron Logan. That's just me with a black and white filter. But thank you.
But here's a strange thing. It was men's only. Now, I know why Jennings didn't build a ladies'. Hardly any women had used the ladies at the Great Exhibition. Almost all that money he'd made had come from the gents. And we don't know why that was for certain.
So they were shitting? Because the urinals were free.
Yeah, so you could piss for free, but if you had to drop one, or
so
several...
he made all his money. Oh, so women were just like peeing at home and then like holding it for the rest of the day, because that's what they were used to, probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah. To be fair, probably most people of both genders, or all genders, whatever, were exactly like that. You would, if you needed a shit, unless you were absolutely desperate and you just find a bush, you'd just hold it in till you got home.
Yeah,
and you
probably.
shit in a bucket, which you then wash out into the street because germs aren't a thing.
Better. So much better.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, we were the civilized ones, don't you know? Hello, Boy Meets Minnie. Over here partying like it's 1875. True.
By the way, I do remember this in elementary school. We were told that when Native Americans first came across or interacted with, and this is like in the Wisconsin area, I guess, is where the story is located. The French came down the Great Lakes or whatever and met, but it could have been earlier.
The Winnebago.
Yeah, this is apocryphal, so I don't know if it actually happened, but they were absolutely disgusted at the idea of handkerchiefs.
But carrying the germs with you, yeah.
Yeah, you blow your snot out and then you put it in your pocket.
Yeah, while you're collecting it. Well,
yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Well, it's like with children. You're collecting spunk as a present, as like a souvenir. It's gross. Why are you keeping a cum shot as a fucking pet?
Oh, what was that Indian guru with loud kids on a plane? Can you please mute your fuck trophy?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, that Indian guru guy was fucking amazing.
He's great.
Yeah.
But we can posit a few possibilities. First off, if the urinals are free and the stalls cost a penny, then men only have to pay sometimes, whereas women have to pay every time. And a penny was actually quite a lot of money back then. For example, in the year of the Great Exhibition, the journalist Henry Mayhew interviews a fruit-selling girl in London who says she earns about 1.6 a week on a 13-hour workday.
Jesus Christ.
So that toilet visit would be 40 minutes pay for her. If you're on the London living wage today, 40 minutes of your pay is over £9. Would you use a toilet that cost £9 a go? So it costs a lot of money to use the loo if you're poor, and women just don't have as much money as men. So poor women probably aren't going to be using your toilets. But rich ladies aren't going to be using them either, because there's a massive social stigma in the Victorian period against proper ladies even being seen going into a toilet. If you're going into a...
What do you think's going in? What? I mean, mostly, I imagine, they're going to piss and shit. Which is a thing.
If you eat and drink, things have to come out the other side. People get so weird about this shit. I mean, I don't want to take it to the Roman level of like communal toilets where you share your brush.
Oh.
You know, you just use it and leave it behind and someone else uses it after you. Well, I think that's the other extreme.
Yeah. Well, exactly. They went too far the other way, yeah.
Yeah.
They were, I mean, that's, to be honest with you, that was the real decadence of the Roman Empire, was the shit brushes. Yeah,
oh,
gross.
God.
They deserve to get sacked. I'm just saying. Anyway, don't matter. Right. What was I going to fucking say? Oh, I did have a serious point. Yeah, people say like, oh, you know, if you could go back to any time in history to live, when would you go? I wouldn't go anywhere. Everywhere's disgusting. Like, if you only go back, like, say, 50 years, okay, hygiene's fine, but, like, it's a bit shit. You don't have the internet. and you already said, look, it's not that far away that it's that special, so why would you bother? And if you go back 100 years, they literally, there is piss and shit on everything. Everything you touch is covered in...
1925. I think they had it sorted out by 1925.
Okay, let's say 150
you go back another
years. Yeah,
150 years.
Yeah.
Fucked.
Because they didn't know about germs or like cleaning shit, literally there were molecules of piss and shit on every surface in the world.
And you don't even like
city.
ass water.
Exactly. They didn't clean like if you went into a pub, they would just like rinse out the froth from the person who just used it and pour you a beer in that and give it to you. Get away from me, you fucking savages. Jesus Christ. Look, I'm not a germaphobe. I couldn't give a fuck, really. But, like, that's just really obscenely gross.
Yeah.
So if you go back to, like, ancient Rome, like you say, they're baths. For them, right, one of the big treats was to go to one of these public baths, right? It would cost you, a reasonable amount of money, but it was like a special thing that you would be able to do. And the conditions to the modern person would be just unspeakable. They would piss in the water... like openly, like this wasn't like go down the deep end and it'll just sort of swish the water around and no one will see. They would openly get their cocks out and just piss in the water. They would hock up massive wads of phlegm because it was sort of like they have like hot rooms and cold rooms and stuff, so there's a lot of phlegm and stuff. And they would just spit that into the water that everybody else is in. On top of the fact that they're then using strigils to get rid of all of the horrible grease and shit from their bodies into the water, and then they would change the water every few weeks.
I think it was the biography of Catherine the Great, or it was just something I read when I was doing my Russian history course about the fact that courtiers would just piss on the staircases in the like when you had the court moving around. Yeah, guys would just get drunk and like whip it out and piss inside the palace.
Yeah, why not?
On the staircase.
Got good carpet, absorbent. Absolutely disgusting. So yeah, if there was a period in time I'd want to live, it's exactly now.
Yeah.
Because like fuck any other time. Disgusting shit.
Yeah, and that's a sort of really privileged white male question because like women go back to like before the 1960s in the West. And, you're suddenly going to have to be dressed up and shutting up or, like, or people of color.
If you go back far enough, you get to use the communal shitty sponge stick.
Yeah, awesome.
Who doesn't want that?
Oh,
I wonder why they live to the ripe old age of 32.
The toilet, then you poop. And ladies do not poop. Trying to read about toilets in this period is really hard because they simply cannot say it. Poo! Toilets! Wee! Scatology! They have to talk so far around it that sometimes it's hard to tell what they're talking about. Even the men call toilets provision, necessaries.
Quite literally, don't beat about the bush.
What did they say? A convenience earlier when she was reading it out? Temporary convenience.
A convenience, yeah. Well, they literally
use temporary convenience, even.
Well, that's sort of still stuck around in official like language and stuff. In like council documents, they will refer to it as like public conveniences.
That's true. Yeah,
like, it's just weird. Just call it a toilet. Everyone knows that's what you mean. That's yeah. It's not the fucking 1820s anymore, lads. You can just say toilet. People won't swoon over at the barbarity of your words,
Resting places, sanitary arrangements, or accommodation.
Accommodation.
So imagine being a fancy Victorian lady and trying to announce.
Accommodation sounds like you're taking your turd to the hotel or something.
Yeah, right.
It's we're just going to go to the shit motel. Yeah, okay. Cool.
Your group of friends. Wait a minute, I need the toilet. You can't say that. So I can understand why, for George Jennings, he didn't want to build ladies' loos. He's not there to make something useful for society. He's there to make money. and ladies' loos weren't making him any money.
Another example of capitalism not giving a fuck about human necessity.
Oh, God, no. Yeah, so much about the efficiency of the market, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The problem is that because he's the go-to loo guy, everyone else copies how he does it. By the 1880s and 1890s, there were quite a lot of public loos for
I quite like that. In Canada, we just call it rocking a piss. Which makes it sound like a much more fun activity than it actually is.
That's because it snows so much that they write their name in the snow.
True, and also you've got to do it quickly because of the chance of frostbite.
Well, this is why the women are really talented in Canada.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, they can squat and write at the same time. It's amazing.
True.
But
unfortunately, some of them are writing their name in French, which is disgusting.
And there were hardly any for women. In her autobiography, A London Child of the 70s, she means the 1870s, Mary Vivian Thomas recalls that a morning's shopping was all we could manage for one day. For strange as it seems now, the big shops had no restaurants, no restrooms, no conveniences for toilet, however dire one's need. By 1893, the City of London had 10 public loos, and only one had a ladies', which had only opened that year, and it was...
Oh, God. The woke 1890s. Ugh.
Yeah, what is this? Like long live the patriarchy. We'll just keep the women inside by not giving them public toilets to use, and that way they have to limit their time outside.
Christie, if you let them shit, they'll want to vote. And then when does it stop?
Exactly.
Smaller than the gents section. This is the plan for that loo in Holborn, and you can see the ladies has 6 stalls, whereas the gents has 8 stalls and 12 urinals. Here's another one for St Martin's, and you can see they've deliberately designed the gents to be bigger. Now, if there aren't any public loos nearby...
To be fair, you've got to have a bigger men's toilet because there will be a pissing contest. And you need to get distance and height. Those are the 2 metrics. So you do need to be able to back up in order to get the to use a baseball term, the exit velocity.
Did I show you? Did I send a video about the 3-point or the basketball? What do you call that? The lines underneath the hoop, where you have like the free throw line and the 3-point line, and anyway, someone to put that image under their toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like on the floor.
Yeah, that's exactly.
And like, all the guys are going to go for 3, right?
Yeah, of course. What's the point? Who wants the layup? Don't be silly. No. I mean, the weird one would be the alley-oop, really, in that situation.
Oh, that would be very weird.
That would be strange.
Or the dunk.
Yeah, exactly. Just absolutely rocking it. Laying down the boom.
Just let it drop.
Yeah, once I absolutely smashed a fucking urinal. Literally, broke it right off. Amazing.
Might be able to nip into a pub, a coffee house, or a club to use their loos, but those places are all men only. If you're a woman, you're out of luck. Even restaurants were iffy. A brochure in 1900 said that until recently, there was not a single restaurant in all London where a man could take his wife or daughter. And if you're thinking...
His mistress, on the other hand, it's all good. That's a joke.
Well, if they were desperate, why didn't they just suck it up and go in the pub anyway? I can only point you towards the massive queues for the ladies today. I've waited 15 minutes for the ladies rather than go in the men's, and every woman I know has too. The Barbican has a pair of toilets that they've converted to gender neutral with urinals and gender neutral with stalls, and I still queued for what was formerly the ladies rather than go in what was a gents with the name filed off.
Honestly, like, urinals aren't that scary. We have gender neutral toilets where you lock the door, not the stall, at our office now. And yeah, you just walk in past the urinal, and also they have a little sign there, which I don't know if they have in all the gents, but it's a picture of a stick figure like crouching over a toilet, and it said, "Please sit down."
Right. But to be fair...
But German men tend to sit when they pee anyway.
Sitzpinkler.
Yes.
That's a thing I know.
Nice.
Well, I don't know how you guys stand it, but also the social pressure. That place isn't for me. I'm not allowed in there. And it's not only public loos. Your workplace might not have toilets. By law, they didn't have to. In 1889, the British Weekly Journal described a large printers near Fleet Street where women worked from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with no sanitary arrangements.
Oh my God.
What that means is you...
Oh my God, what timing. Sorry, you didn't hear that. But as soon as I paused and she'd said, what that means is the voiceover for me saying a stiff dick of poop came on. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Thank you, Fogel, for gifting us up. Sitzpinkler and Turnbetuvergesser. What the fuck is that? Christo? Over to you.
I couldn't understand your German.
Turnbutelvergesser.
Door something forgetter?
Door forgetter?
You do it in the English, I don't know. And now what is
Jim
Boitel? Is that what he was trying to say?
Gym bag forgetter, apparently.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what does that fucking mean? That sounds like a euphemism for a guy.
Then it would apply to you.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for your generosity and your weird Germanianness. Well, I say that, Austrian. Oh yeah, we've decided, by the way, people from Vienna are called wieners.
Okay, that's fine.
If you're going to spell your name weird,
yeah,
I will purposely mispronounce it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a prickly bastard. Don't you know?
You can't go too far from your house, and you can't stay out too long, because sooner or later you'll need to go home just to have a wee. Scholars sometimes call this phenomenon the urinary leash or the loo leash. I'm not calling it that, but if you want to Google it, that's a term that's helpful to know.
No, it's totally
impressive. You are bound to your home.
Mm-hmm. This is a lot
manacles?
like. I mean, in a slightly less oppressive way, but still would have meaningful impacts on certain individuals, not providing baby changing facilities in men's toilets.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah.
It really was a big obstacle as men tried to, became more involved with their kids' lives and tried to parent them, especially when they were, not toilet trained, not having access to that. Like men were like, oh, equality. Like, hey, welcome to feminism.
Yeah.
What are we looking at here?
Wiener fucker.
Wieners. Oh, wiener sugar. Oh, it's Vienna sugar.
Yeah, but it says wiener fucker. Let's be honest.
No, it says wiener Zucker, which is sugar.
But I know, but it's got the little weird crossbar thing, so it looks like an F. So it definitely says wiener fucker.
All right.
Which I'm very much on board with.
I honestly think wiener sugar is funny.
Wiener sugar. Yeah. We're back to piss again. Jesus.
Yeah. Or the other thing that comes out of it.
Well, no, that's gold. What are you talking about?
Gold.
What the fuck is... I'm not playing weird anime shit. Sib Wolf, you fuck. God bless you.
There might be whole areas of the city that you can't go to because there won't be a toilet within walking distance.
It's a no-go area because of your bladder.
In those areas, effectively, men only. And it's not the subject of this video, but it bears saying if trans people can't go to an area because there isn't a loo they can use without getting yelled at or worse, then that area is effectively cis only.
Mm-hmm.
If people with kids can't go to an area because there's no baby changing within walking distance, that area is adults only. If disabled people can't go to an area because there's no accessible loo, that area is able-bodied only. The autobiographer Edith Hall recounts her mother telling her about Victorian times either ladies didn't go out or ladies didn't go. And this suited a lot of Victorians just fine. because there was a belief that men and women occupied what have come to be known as separate spheres.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, men should control public life, and not just public spaces, but also politics, the economy, the workplace, and so on. And women should occupy the private sphere.
But not have
Their
power in it.
house. If women couldn't go out in public much because they couldn't go to the loo, that's fine. Home is where they're supposed to be. But not everyone thought this way. There were, honest to God, feminist organisations that campaigned for councils to build more ladies' loos, like the Ladies' Sanitary Association, the Promotion of the Employment of Women, and a magazine called The Woman's Gazette, which said in 1879 that it would seem natural that an age which supplies the needs of dumb animals for rest and refreshment, which provides drinking troughs for cattle, should make some provision for the needs of the thousands of women who...
Yeah, but the thing is, cows are important.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas the ladies, not so much. The lady humans...
They're just male property, so the less they go out, the less likely it is that they'll want to have their own thoughts.
Exactly. Like I said, if you let them piss, they'll want to vote.
Yep.
And then they'll start talking. And
It's just ridiculous to me, but yeah, I mean, people always shit on feminism, but really, I mean, without feminism, women couldn't be taking shits in public. Because men didn't, want to provide for that. That's why we needed feminism.
So you could go for a shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we can leave
I'll be
the
honest
house.
with you, it doesn't ring as cleanly on like a t-shirt as a slogan, but it's no less true.
Mm-hmm.
Pass and repass.
Shit is a feminist issue, okay?
Yep. Having a
one
poo.
end of the great metropolis to the other in pursuit of the daily lawful callings. In 1879, a doctor called James Stevenson wrote a report calling for councils to build ladies' loos as a matter of public health.
Fucking wokery.
Yes.
Honestly.
Woke.
The wokerati have always been with us. This is the problem.
Noting that on this score,
can
London
you
was
pause
behind
it?
Paris.
Yep.
So I had a bit of an idea, although I'm still waiting for my D&D group to end to free up some of my time. But I thought about doing starting at my channel again and doing a segment called Woke University, all the things they don't want you to know about.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
And it would be things like social constructionism and social constructs and critical race theory and feminism and colonial what is it, what's that critical what is the study of colonialism?
Critical race theory.
No. There's post-colonial critique.
Right.
And just some basic stuff, and just
honestly, that sounds like just anti-British hatred.
You weren't the only colonials, America does their own version of colonialism, as did the French and the German and the Dutch and the I think after the Second World War, we probably surpassed you. We just did it with capitalism instead of armies.
Exactly, rubbish. You can't fire on a... Look, a bank is important, right? But can a bank fire on a crowd of unarmed civilians? Checkmate.
Glasgow, and most shamefully, Nottingham. Nottingham had one ladies' loo, and it was beating us. With one! He says that women shouldn't have to go to a cafe and buy something just to...
Nottingham catching strays. The fuck?
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we've got one. Leave us the fuck alone.
Use the loos there. To obtain this much-needed accommodation, some ladies go to restaurants and order refreshments which they do not require, and others to milliners and confection
So that's
shops.
like today, because that's what you have to do today as well.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the reasons that local councils didn't want to install ladies' loos is because they thought they'd become hangouts for sex workers. It's hard to convey how much Victorians went on and on about this. If you were a woman, you could hardly sit on a bench without someone thinking you were soliciting. In the 1913 play Pygmalion and the musical based on it, My Fair Lady, the Edwardian flower girl Eliza Doolittle is constantly telling people, because the assumption was that if you were a grown woman selling flowers, then you were secretly a sex worker trying to pick up.
Also,
oh my god!
Again, it's always one way as well, isn't it? Why is it everyone's having to go at the woman? Like, you know, literally it takes two to tango, right?
Oh, but again, this is the double standard that men got to live by and get to live by still. I mean, just look at the MAGA movement.
Yeah, exactly.
Clients. In 1894, a temperance campaigner called Laura Ormiston Chant investigates.
Hang on. We can't skip past that name.
1994, a temperance campaigner called Laura Ormiston Chant.
Chunt.
I heard chant, but yes.
Chunt.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a chuckling cunt? What is this? What kind of fucking name?
That's what I'm going to call mine from now on.
Fair dues. Oh.
Investigates a West End theatre for immorality, and she estimates the number of sex workers there.
Well, I would hope it would be immoral, yeah. Any fucking theatre in the 1890s should have been scandalising motherfuckers. Like, because all you've got to do is show a bit of ankle, or have like an onstage tiny bit of violence. Anything but basically, if it was
come down.
Yeah, if it was Shakespeare, it was fine. Everything else was modern degeneracy. So yeah, it should be immoral as fuck.
By counting how many women aren't wearing gloves.
Oh my god.
And you didn't just have to worry about people silently judging you. The Met Police had a blanket rule that any woman on Regent Street after 10 p.m. was probably a sex worker. You could be arrested for this. So some people argued that actually the real supporters of women are the ones who don't want ladies' loos, because more ladies' loos will mean shoving sex work right in the faces of our wives and daughters. That's not very feminist of you. The Reverend J.R. Knowles said that ladies would be especially annoyed by ladies' loos, as they would have to pass by the objectionable place every time they went to the railway station. This apparently wasn't a problem with men's loos. This is partly a fear of sex work and also a fear of the lower classes.
Mm-hmm.
A proper lady shouldn't spend too much time around either. Although Dr. Stevenson was ahead of his time in calling for ladies' loos, he also thought that they should be segregated by class. He suggests that council...
Literally, the obsession with it. Like, the lifeboats on the Titanic, will they be segregated by class?
Yeah.
Fucking mental. Again, why would you want to go back to that time? Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
Oh, it would be so infuriating.
No.
Councils build a nice set that you pay for, and basic free ones, partly because it is only reasonable that those who directly contribute to the cost and maintenance of public conveniences should have better accommodation, and partly because women of the middle class will not be willing to company, for however short a time, with a promiscuous crowd. He's using promiscuous here.
Honestly, there are so many Victorians who I want to punch in the fucking face.
I agree. I will help you. I'll hold them down.
But the thing is, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Losers. Al's in chat.
Not in its modern sense of having lots of sexual partners, but in an old-fashioned sense, meaning...
Can we pause there for a second? This whole thing about class, because we need to reclaim the term class warfare.
Right.
And this is not a new thing. I mean, but unions and the left we're always accused of class warfare when we want to tax the rich. But why isn't it class warfare when they're taking away our Medicaid? Or why isn't it class warfare when they're, dropping the housing, heating allowance?
Yeah, exactly.
When the rich do class warfare, it's called austerity. And when we talk about fairness and taxes, that's called class warfare.
All right, Lenin.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Calm down, will you? See, this is the problem. You let women have a shit, and all of a sudden they start spouting communism on the internet.
Yeah, we need to watch Alexi Sales do a dance and teach about Marxism on Instagram.
Alexi Sales,
you know he does that,
teaching
right?
us about Marxism on the Instagram.
Yes.
Is that a
Have
thing
you not
he does?
seen this?
No. What are you talking
have I not
about?
sent this to you? Okay, do Instagram. Well, you want to take a break and come back to the pissing and shitting later?
Okay.
All right, Alexi Sales Instagram. His entire account is him teaching people new dances and then spouting Marxist theory.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Okay. Oh my god, it really is. The Alexi Sales
it really
podcast. Okay.
And but you have to go on his Instagram, yeah.
Well, no, well, that's what it's called. It's literally called the Alexi Sales podcast. Okay. Log in with Facebook, I guess. I don't fucking know. It's requiring me to log in with Facebook or something. Hang on. Watching Selling Hitler with Alexi Sale recently was fun. Hang on a minute. What's this?
Okay, so you have to go to his Reels.
Yeah, no.
Which is, yeah, okay.
Christie, I know how to work a fucking basic, thing. Leave me alone.
Okay, you're not my mom.
Okay.
Here we go. Oh, there's copyrighted music, but it's short.
And if you hear this sound, then go and bend your back. Go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max. Shake it to the max.
Marxists believe that the only way to combat false consciousness is to constantly promote the idea that the only people who have the interests of the working class at heart are other members of the working class, and that all members of the working class have the same interests in common. And this is what's called class consciousness.
What the fuck?
There's so much, there's more.
And if you hear this sound, then go and bend your back. Go and bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Marx famously referred to religion as the opium of the people. What he meant by that was that religion is like the drug opium. It keeps its users compliant, unquestioning, but in the end is very bad for them. Other examples of false consciousness are the same: worship of celebrity, worship of royalty, and worship of consumer goods, something which Marx called commodity fetishism.
Get to the max. Take it to the max. Take it to the max. Take it to the max. Please just rewind, let me shake it.
My message to Keir Starmer: find if you have a soul anywhere in your body, locate it. If you have a conscience in your...
He doesn't.
Hi, I'm Alexis Sale, and I'm urging you to take part in our...
There we go.
And if you hear this sound, then go and bend your back. Go and bend your knees,
one
baby,
last
shake it
one,
to the
Will.
max. Will the DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
In this series, we're going to look at why members of the working class worship individuals or take part in institutions that are actually working against their interests. Whether they revere members of a royal family or part of an aristocracy that has been oppressing them for generations. Whether they take part in religion which tells them to meekly accept their oppression. Or whether they vote for billionaire oligarchs whose real plan is to simply enrich further their rich friends. This is what Marxists refer to as false consciousness.
So mental. It's the same. What the Well, thank you for introducing me to a new wormhole that I definitely will fall down and waste weeks of my life on, I'm sure. Jesus Christ, that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable shit. Mad. Oh yeah. A person I went to school with is going to be on the Strictly Come Dancing as well.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. She was a member of the England football team for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's not. She is a
That's
celebrity
cool.
or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Karen Carney. Yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's just a piece of information. I've got famous people that have totally forgotten that I ever existed, but that's fine.
Next, unsegregated, but the modern sense did exist when he wrote this. He is overtly talking about working class women. But
that would be amazing. Imagine being able to go back in time and show Karl Marx that.
He'd love it.
It would blow his fucking mind.
It'd also depress him that we're still in our capitalist prison.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that would, he'd be very depressed by that. But don't tell him that bit, just show him the funny video. And he'd be like, what is this device? What is a mobile
What is this magic box of
phone?
light and moving images you show me?
Yes. you have this man trapped inside a tiny case! No!
Let him out!
could just as easily be talking about sex workers. In 1900, the British Medical Journal said that it would be nice to have a free ladies' loo in London, but women who are particular in these matters would know that the closet charged for was not used by people who, being unable to pay for the use of a convenience, are quite possibly habitually unable to pay for soap and hot water. These are...
Oh my god, they're gonna get dirt everywhere. They're gonna have mucky working classness everywhere, all over the place.
Human beings are so shit.
Yeah.
Deep-seated disgust responses, the kind that we evolved to keep us safe from disease and rot. I think
this is the thing. If you look at Victorian writing, they do genuinely talk about the working class as
if they're vermin.
A contagion.
Yeah.
Like they literally talk about them like they're spores that get everywhere, rather than human beings.
100%. That kind of division between like people who are wealthy and to do. Did we not talk about that experiment about the Monopoly money?
Yes.
The Monopoly game?
Yeah.
And how, like, even in a game of Monopoly, when you know that you didn't do anything to have more money, you turn into a prick.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why people got so angry about ladies' loos. In 1900, St Pancras wanted to build one at the junction of Parkway and Camden High Street.
That's not the person, St Pancras.
This should be shown in schools, like in history classes. This is such top-grade content.
Surely you mean Prager University, Krista?
Yeah. No, I mean all over British. I don't know. It could be taught everywhere, honestly, because it's interesting.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
And she's wearing a silly costume, so kids
and look at your pause game.
True. Kids will watch it, much in the same way that they will learn about Marxism from a fat old comedian doing a silly dance at the beginning and end of the video.
But when we talk about the social construction of reality, if your reality is you can't use a toilet when you leave the house, that has more impact on your life than,
Yeah, it limits
if we didn't have gravity, we'd all go floating off into space. But I mean, like, people always rarefy the physical world and, its natural laws and everything. But on a day-to-day, existence thing, your life is much more determined by the social construction of reality than by physical reality.
Yeah. It's almost like material conditions are important. Then this is the point where I start doing a dance, I think.
First, they put a temporary wooden hoarding in so they could see if it caused congestion. And people started ramming it with their carts on purpose. According to one vestryman, it was hit a whopping total of 45 times just because local bus drivers and cart drivers didn't like the ladies' loo. That ladies did get built, though, and is still on Camden High Street to this day.
I might go visit that when I'm in London next 10 days' time.
A physical reminder of how far we've sunk as a nation.
All right, so where can you see what street that's on? No, but
it's on. Oh shit!
Looks like it's across from a Nat West.
A4201.
All right. Oh yeah, the A4201. Yeah, true. That's really easy to find. Because I'm leaving. I'm flying on the 25th to come to London, so I might go have my picture taken in front of a pisser.
On the jet plane. Well, I presume you do know when you'll be back again, because that's presumably.
Yeah, I have my return flight booked. Who can afford a one-way flight? Oh my God.
True.
Truman's name? George Bernard Shaw. I am dead serious. Strangely enough,
she's a little
it's
too
not
excited
local
about
councils
this.
who really lead the way on.
You can tell she's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, I love her.
Building ladies' loos, but local businesses. Shopkeepers start to realise that if women could stay out shopping all day, then it'd be better for their business. One letter in a trade journal for fabric shops said that sheer weariness, the necessity of rest, and the desire to arrange the toilet not infrequently shorten the visit. I feel certain the ladies would be pleased if, in each of these splendid establishments which adorn our large towns, there was a ladies' room, fitted with looking glasses and toilet appendages, and provided with neat and obliging...
Toilet appendages?
Yeah, they just happen to stick out from the room.
Yeah. I'm not sure that that's a great euphemism.
Oh, I think when the toilet they mean the room, and the appendages are the urine or the toilet seat. That's how I'm reading it anyway.
I don't know. I'm skeptical.
Female attendants. So, some of the earliest ladies' loos weren't public loos at all, but loos inside shops, like the fabric shop Seaman Little & Co. on Kensington High Street. Throughout the second half of the 19th century and into the beginning of the 20th, businesses start chasing lady customers' money.
Yeah, toilet attendants always freak me out as well, actually, Kaya, so, yeah.
We still have them in Germany.
Yeah, well, they only really exist in, like, either posh pubs or, like, nightclubs, basically, here in the UK. And whenever I go in there, you're just, like, awkward, like, hello? Am I expected to now have a conversation with this stranger in the toilet? Like,
oh, no, here you pay them.
Well, exactly. That's another thing. I want to go to the toilet. I don't want to spend money. That's the one thing in the establishment that I shouldn't have to spend money on, I think.
That was actually a really big... So I would have to say, if you ask me about the biggest societal shifts that I saw in Germany before COVID and after COVID, one, I would point to the fact that we don't kiss each other hello anymore.
Well, that's probably
We've just stopped.
Best, yeah.
I liked it. You see somebody and you give them like a little kiss on each cheek. Now, like some people, you give a hug.
It's disgustingly European.
Oh, I loved it.
This is not the Brexit I voted for.
Then the other one is basically, and it was mostly women, to be honest, who would mind the toilets. And yeah, the toilet lady would be sat there and you have a plate out and you'd stick on 2 50-cent coins or €1 or whatever. You could make change, whatever. But those jobs disappeared with COVID and most places never hired those women back.
Yeah. That's kind of a shame. But they are like... Again, I will just point out they are a sort of pointless job, really.
Well, I mean, it was nice to know that there was always fresh toilet paper and fresh, hand towels, and the soap was filled and stuff, and that's pretty much,
Fair enough.
It was a source of employment. Of course, it was just
Yeah.
across the working classes, but.
Yeah. See, now this is the bit where you have to do a dance.
Dun 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 dun.
There you go.
For wealthy ladies, fancy restaurants.
You were doing the Muppet Show theme tune.
I was doing whatever I could remember from the one that he was dancing to. It's a similar key, I'll grant you that.
The Muppet Show tonight.
It's in the same key, I think.
Indeed.
Restaurants like the Criterion, the Trocadero, the Savoy, the Ritz, and the Gaiety try to appeal specifically to female customers. Feminists like Jessie Boucherette and Emily Faithfull set up clubhouses for wealthy and educated ladies, not only to be able to use the loo and have a sit down, but to talk to each other, catch up on the news, and exchange ideas.
See, this is the problem. You let them shit and they start thinking.
But only the upper classes. We don't want those working class women thinking.
Well, that's something then, I guess.
We went from upper class white feminism to just white feminism to finally intersectional feminism.
To the downfall of the West, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Stay out longer because they don't have to worry about wetting themselves. then you're going to start seeing them in public spaces more often. After a while, it starts to feel more natural that women should be in public spaces, that this whole separate spheres thing just doesn't map onto the real world. You might not even notice that you have changed. This wasn't caused by a single lone activist or even a group of them fighting for this cause, but by millions of completely anonymous women just doing things ever so slightly differently to how their mothers did them, braving the public loos rather than holding it or going home early.
Can we pause it? Oh, okay, she's done. Also, in this case, the gap in the market, men finally realized that they could get women to spend more money, and so they decided to exploit that advantage by providing a service. So at the end, yeah, it took like, 50 years or 70 years or something for men to go, oh, actually, here, we can get money from women as well.
So exactly, when this is the thing, right? When the initial capitalist was just focused on charging for the toilet,
yeah,
it wasn't financially viable. But
exactly,
the businessman who owned like a shop or whatever realised the toilet was a loss leader.
Yep, exactly.
You could get women who needed a shit to come in and buy linen or whatever.
Or a piss. Yeah,
or
all that
piss or
toilet
whatever,
paper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly,
you get it was like definitely a loss leader on the toilet paper, but a net gain on the shop spending.
Exactly. Well, you are not just that, but you've got to build a toilet because
Oh, yeah,
presumably
you've got
they didn't have a
construction costs
toilet.
as well.
Yeah.
And if you've got staff to staff it as well.
Well, indeed, yeah. But if they're buying linen, I presume that's all that Victorian women did was buy linen, I think.
And
Yeah, buy
and
linen.
shoes.
Linen and shoes.
And doilies.
And
corsets.
And, yes, and anti-pauper beating sticks or something.
Yes,
I don't
keep
know.
the pores off you.
Exactly, yeah. The Oliver Twist beater.
Yes.
Anyway. I'm done, I think.
Oh, can we watch a couple more Instas that I sent you? Just literally any of them?
Christie.
You want to go?
No, I'm alright.
Just a couple. That was actually really good. It's nice to not have to deal with fascism every week. So thank you for that. Little break.
You don't have to do a fascism every week. What are you talking about? What?
No, we don't have to deal with fascism every week.
Sorry. Okay, I thought you said we don't have to do a fascism every week. And I was like, we don't really have to do it any week, do we? I didn't realise this was ever a compulsory situation. Okay. Right.
Oh my god, yes. This is why I'm bisexual.
1 second. Let's bigger it. Nope. Wow, that is, that's intense.
Yeah,
what was the Russian lad? What was the Russian? The Russian one we watched.
Oh, Vlad.
Is it
Vlad?
Yeah. That was fucking mad.
His channel is great.
Yeah. Being black in America is a mental health threat.
Oh, it is. Yep.
Okay. Ah. Boop. There we go. Right here.
Living in Germany, there's one feeling that I haven't felt since moving to Germany, and it feels great, I must say. That kind of nervous feeling you get at the bottom of your stomach when you're in the U.S. You're driving your car, minding your business, and a police officer pulls up behind you. You're not even doing anything wrong. You're following all the rules to the roads. You got your seatbelt on. No dark tints on your car, what we call fish bowling. But that feeling, especially being black in America, that feeling that this officer might pull me over for no particular reason, but just to find out if I'm doing something wrong in my vehicle, to find out who I am, trying to figure out if he can arrest me for some reason. Because I look like I might have been doing something wrong. Racial profiling. Not one time in the past 13, 14 months I've been living here in Germany have I felt that feeling of nervousness, even though I'm not doing anything if I was in the US. I haven't felt that feeling.
But still, fuck the Polizei.
Yeah, I'm not saying that the German police are without racism, 100% not, but it's not got a historical, institutional, they don't, you're probably, they were used more against Jewish people than black people here, and so you can have racist cops, but the whole system isn't designed to round up the black, him, and put him into prison because he can get slave labor out of it.
Yeah. How'd you say 1312 in Deutsch?
1312.
Yeah, that.
You better say 1312.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Crack one. Schnitzels with attitude.
Yeah, German numbers are weird because you say the second number first, so it's 310 or 520 or 790, and it just fucks with my head so much. Like, how do you do math?
Yeah,
because
that's
math goes
weird.
left to right, but your numbers go right to left. So how do you what?
Yeah.
Although I guess you start with the number on the right-hand column when you start. So you start with, like, if it's 27 over 10, you'd start with the 7 over the 0.
See, this is why we voted for Brexit. To get away from this madness. I keep doing that joke, and I think, I hope new people understand that I didn't vote for Brexit.
Yeah.
Like, I am doing a bit. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
I'm an American living in Germany. There's one feeling that I haven't felt since moving to Germany.
Skip.
Right.
I can't.
Get one more. One more.
Okay.
Me.
Don't say it like that.
I just sound like Beaker now.
You do. You're back to the Muppets again. Fucking hell. You're obsessed. What have we got here? I can't stop watching this. Okay. Yes.
Powerful, unstoppable, but innocent and hilarious prank of all time. 2 years ago, my buddy Jack wrote on a porta potty in permanent marker, "Send me pictures."
Been very scatological tonight.
Yes, it has been. It's a theme.
Extremely.
Of your poop.
See, I called this the happy hour gulag, but clearly it's the happy hour poolag.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see it. And then my cell phone number. And that week went as you imagined. I'd say 6 or 7 pics a morning of just, this is blue collar construction worker shits. So this isn't like a nice capsule. This is more of an explosion of feces and corn. Taco Bell, Taqueritos. It's not a lot of fiber in the construction worker diet. That went on for about a month.
As long as it's Taco Al Kevin. Then I'm okay
exactly.
with it.
See, another tie-in.
Callback. Nice. Yeah.
Month or so of just constant pictures, which again, hilarious, but you can only block one number. That's the thing. So every morning it's unstoppable because you're getting texts from different numbers. You can't stop it unless you find the porta potty and erase it or something. It's unbelievable. 2 years later, I get a text this morning. I thought maybe the girl I love got a new number, wanted to reply. Picture of a fresh loaf, fresh deuce. I had corn yesterday, apparently. Beautiful work, to be honest. But this is an
I like the fact that he's got like a hierarchy. He's seen so many pictures of these. He's able to specifically grade aspects of the shit now. He's something of a self-trained expert. Very like.
Yep.
Stop. This will last a lifetime. This is an unstoppable prank. It's honestly genius. I gotta respect it. And it's kind of innocent because it's just a picture of a poop. But yeah, you use that as you will. Just great power comes great responsibility. So, powerful.
That's amazing.
And on that bombshell.
On that bombshell. Ayo. Yeah. What have you got coming up on your channel, Krista?
Well, not poo or toilets. We've got some. We've got a court case. Yes, on our D&D channel, Rolling Left on Sunday, we have a wrongly accused young lady, wrongly accused of the double murder of her parents, and it's up to our adventurers to present the case, laying out her innocence.
I thought this was like about goblins and stuff.
Yeah, well, sometimes when they're such high levels, you can't do battles every single session. Otherwise, they're too powerful. It takes like 3 hours for them to get... So I have to figure out other shit for them to do in the meantime.
Okay, fair enough. I'm zoning everyone over to turn left on YouTube and go and enjoy that content.
Woo! Bye, YouTube!
Don't know why I sort of sang it. That was just weird. Anyway, who's going on Twitch that I can send everyone? Just checking. Hey, Jay Marianne's going, so I'll send you over there. Haven't been over there in a little while. Yes, I'll be back probably tomorrow, I think, but I don't really know. I don't have any particular plans or anything, but I'll probably be on with something. Then it'll probably be horrific because Trump will probably have sold Ukraine to Putin or something.
Yeah, by that point, probably.
Yeah, yeah. But as long as Vlad doesn't leave too much of a mess in Trump,
should be fine.
Yeah. Anyway, yes. So join me tomorrow, I suppose. Everyone go and follow Dr. Christie Winters on the various platforms on which she exists. And, yeah. Everyone check out Jay Marianne when we ride in. It's it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Christie. Say goodbye, terrorist sympathiser.
Goodbye, terrorist sympathiser.
See, she did, because she's a terrorist sympathiser. See, I got to say it. Arrest her immediately.